The Dolphins are traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. These are two teams who are reeling off of losses that they had in week 7. You starting with the Dolphins or you starting with the Falcons here?
I'll start with the Dolphins offensively, and as you've talked about since Tyreek Hill got hurt, there's just a lack of explosiveness. You see this in their passing game. Their passing game is based so much in creating explosive plays, so often with yards after contact. Well, yards after catch. Neither of those things are happening. 27th in yards after catch per completion. 28th in explosive pass rate. You look at what the Falcons are doing defensively with all those zone defenses and Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts at safety and everything they're doing to prevent big plays. They're preventing yards after catch. The Falcons have allowed the fewest yards after catch per completion of any defense in the NFL and the third lowest explosive pass rate. They're really good at tackling. This team's a lot better at attacking the football, both up front with their pass rush and on the back end in coverage. It's why they drafted all those guys who are playmakers on the ball like Jalen Walker, James Pierce-Jr., Xavier Watson. It really plays into their hands that the Dolphins have to win underneath because they can just rally and make tackles. And now, the guy Darren Waller, who's been the Dolphins' second best receiving threat over the last few weeks, he's out with an injury now as well. So you're really just down to Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane and just about nothing else that's been consistently productive on top of a struggling quarterback in Tua. So, look, I think the Dolphins, it's going to be hard to project how they're going to find production in the passing game, barring some miracle from, say, Malik Washington or somebody else other than those two main guys, because the Falcons' pass defense has been so good this year.
When you look at the other side of things for the Falcons on the offensive side of the ball, what needs to happen for this team to win football games is extremely clear. They have to run the football at an explosive level. When you look at the Falcons, their 3 wins this year have come when they have had the 3 most explosive plays on the ground. When they have had 4 or more explosive plays, which we categorize explosive plays as 10 yards or more. When they have had 4 or more of those, they have won the football game. And when they have not hit that number of 4 explosive plays, they have lost the football game. And I think that's just what it is for this Falcons offense. They're very high variance right now, and when the run game is working, it complements everything that can happen in the passing game. And Michael Penix can, whether he's throwing the ball a little or a lot, he can do what he needs to do, and this team has been able to win games. So on that side of the ball, they simply just have to get that explosiveness in the running game. It was something that was lacking from them this past Sunday night against the San Francisco 49ers. They did an excellent job bottling up Bijan Robinson. He only had 40 rushing yards in this game. Tyler Algier did not have much either. And the Dolphins, they've given up 29 explosive runs in the NFL this season. That is the most in the NFL. So this is just a recipe, in my opinion, for the Falcons to play their brand of football the way that they want to play it. And because of that, I think they're going to win this football game. I'm going 28-13 here for the Atlanta Falcons, especially with this one being at home. It's just hard to believe in the Dolphins right now and basically anything that they are doing.
Agreed. I mean, the offense is obviously struggling, starting with Tua at quarterback. And then defensively, I just think the Falcons, Bijan Robinson has a huge opportunity to stack some numbers in this game. And Tyler Algier as well. He's going to get his. I mean, and there is a question right now as to which quarterback is playing for the Falcons because Michael Penix has that bone bruise in his foot. So could be him, could even be Kirk Cousins for the first time this year. But to be honest, I don't really think it matters. This Dolphins team gives up so many rushing yards every week. I think Bijan and Algier both could have big days. I've got the Falcons 31-14.